Hello guys, my name is Caroline. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's a new channel that I've decided to come up with. It's not just basically based on making content and getting fame and so on and so on. This is a channel that I just sat down by myself and thought of maybe I can come up with something with some content with something can inspire different people out here, people who are struggling with various types of addictions, people who are struggling maybe with the same thing that I've been struggling with. Yeah, this is a channel that is based on addiction to awareness journey. Like it's a journey of addiction to awareness. Yeah, how somebody maybe got addicted until to the time they recovered, and how is life. Yeah, so I may give it a name by addiction to awareness journey. Yeah, this and I can give a brief declaration of the channel, and I can say that this is a dedicated space for exploring the realities of addiction and the journey to recovery. And my mission is to shed light to the challenges faced by individuals battling with various addictions, from betting and substance abuse to digital and behavioral dependencies. Yeah, through and this will be achieved through personal experiences, yeah, insightful discussions and practical advices. Yeah, and I aim to raise awareness. Yeah, that's one of my aim, to raise awareness, provide support and inspire change. Yeah, to raise awareness, provide support and inspire change to people who are struggling, or people who want change in their lives. Yeah, so I'd like you guys to join me as I navigate the path from addiction to awareness, empowering each other towards a healthy and more fulfilling life. Yeah, so welcome. Hit that subscription, or what is it called? I even don't know. I've never been a content creator. That subscription button. Yeah, subscribe, share, like my videos. Yeah, let them be aspiring. Like if you feel that you're being aspired, share them to other people so that we can change. We can change different people. We can help people out there. Yeah. So I don't know where to start. God, it's going to help me, but let me say that people out here are really struggling. People are really struggling, not only with financial problems, not only with diseases, not only with physical things. People are struggling with so many sorts of addictions. And like to me, I consider the physical addictions better than the mental addictions. What do I mean when I say the physical addictions? When I talk of physical addictions, I'm trying to mean maybe addictions such as drug and substance abuse, that is alcohol, marijuana, things like those. Because if somebody is addicted to alcohol, we are able to tell, because if you're addicted to alcohol, that means not most of the time, like all through, you will be drunk, and we will be able to see you drunk, staggering, and doing all those sorts of things. Yeah, like somebody who is addicted to alcohol, when they go get drunk, yeah, we are able to see them. We are able to tell that these people are addicted to alcohol, because they are taking this alcohol today, tomorrow, the other day, a year, another year. Like they are always doing alcohol, and somebody may come up with a way of helping them how to maybe to battle this addiction. Yeah, and when I talk of mental addictions, I'm talking about some addictions which no one is able to tell. Not unless somebody confess, not unless somebody opens up, you are not able to tell. Yeah, and one of them, it's gambling addiction. Yeah, the betting addiction, that gambling addiction. It's something, it doesn't look like an addiction really, but deep down that thing is hell. That thing is addictive as hell. That thing has affected lives of so many people who went down, and nobody discovered why are they drowning. Nobody got to know the reason as to why these people are. Maybe somebody was at the top, was very rich, was very wealthy, but all of a sudden things are not going the right way, things are going astray, like he or she has nothing. Yeah, like that type of an addiction I'm talking about, it's the gambling addiction. And when I talk of gambling addiction, okay, I don't know how to put it, but pro- I don't know what to say. Like just like when I talk of gambling addiction, it's something that is bad. Something that is very bad. So, and I'm talking this out of experience, not not from being told by, or not from hearing stories, or not from friends. It's by my own experience. That's why I've decided to come up with this channel, so that I can share my experience, what I saw, what are consequences of this addiction, what are the positive sides, what are the negative sides of this kind of addiction. Yeah, and when we talk of gambling, at times it acts like a space of fun, a space of, I don't know how to put it, but sometimes we think sometimes people do this gambling thing for fun, just to feel that they are comfortable, or maybe things like those. Then not everybody usually drawn into these betting addictions, because according to my research, out of 100, a percentage of 100, 99 people will not drown into addiction, but there is that 1% that will be carried away by this kind of addiction, and it will act as a, like, not that it will act, this thing, it's a disease. It's not a normal thing. It's something that alters somebody's mind, something you can't live without, you can't do without. If you have not done it, you just feel like, no, I need to do it. No, yeah, things like those. So I would like to clarify. Yeah, I would like to clarify things, basic things about this gambling addiction. And this gambling addiction, God, I thank you, Lord. Guy, were it not for God, I don't know if I would be here telling you these stories, people, because it has made me somebody you could never expect. You could never talk of. You could never expect Carol will be that way. Like, let me start by giving my own story. Like, I have a lot of stories to tell, a lot of experiences. Like, if I were to write I don't know, a book or a what, if I was to write a movie or a what, this would have so many seasons with so many episodes. Yeah, and so I want you guys to stay connected as I tell you, as I take you through my addiction journey, as I try to tell you, like, what are the causes of this thing. Yeah, tukijaribu kuona, like, what can it do, what can it not do, if that is a good English, I don't know. So, like, yeah, yeah, things like those. So my story, let me call it story time. So I was only 20 years old. I had completed my first first year, that is my module 1 diploma in information communication technology. And that time I was in a long holiday. Yeah, it was like I was supposed to go for my attachment, though I had not started the attachment because the attachment was to take 3 months. I don't know, like it was supposed to be 3 months, but where I had applied for, they only offered 2 months. So around not that far, last year, November. Yeah, November. That's where I started gambling. Like, as you all know, girls are not used to these things of gambling. They don't know much about gambling. They know too less about gambling. I was just like any other girl. I even never knew how to place a bet. I even never knew how these betting sites looks like. I didn't even know like what are these things. Yeah, and there is this time I had a friend of mine, and we were chilling with a friend, and the friend got a phone call, yeah, from another. I guess it was his relative, so something to do with that, and the relative said, yeah, I'm putting his word, hello, there is this gambling game. Yeah, kuna hii gambling game imekuja inaitwa Aviator, like I've won 26,000. And they just talked, and he like it didn't hit us. Even him himself was being told didn't hit him. He just said, oh, it's good, and the story was over. That was my first time to hear of the name Aviator. And then I remember there is this day I had another friend of mine. He's a man. He's a he's a no, he's a man, that gender. Like I saw him, like I didn't know what he was doing. Like he had his phone, he would deposit 30 bob into a betting. I don't know if it was Betika or something to do with that. I saw him deposit like 30 bob. Then he entered somewhere, and I would see and something kakitu kama kandege, and when that, then I would see flew away, and I would see things like I would see them place another bet, like things like those. And I was not so much bothered. I didn't even want to know what is this, so I ignored. Then you remember the friend that I said we were with, when he was being called by another friend to say that there is this game which he has won. It came another day we were with that friend of mine now, and that friend of mine, like I don't know, we the same person called again, and he was like, hey, this thing is like it's good. No, he didn't say like it's good. No, we are the ones who called him and asked him how is this game being played. Tukamuuliza na hii game inachezwa aje. He told us we have to register a betting site, then you will go to casinos. No, we will deposit money, you'll go to casino, and you will see that name Aviator. Out of curiosity, me and my friend did so. I didn't deposit money. My friend deposited money in his account. I guess 20 bob or 30 bob. And that day, he won around 150. And we were like, oh my God, this thing is real. You can earn from this thing. This thing is very good. This thing is bringing profit. Hey, little did we know. Little did I know what I was getting myself into. I would have never said so. But But now my friend played, he scored, yeah, he got his profit, and I was like, why not me? If I try, you mean I won't win? And I tried also. Nilijaribu, yeah, nilijaribu pia. So I took my phone. That was my very, very first time to open a betting site. And I opened a betting site. Even I can't recall which was my first betting site I opened. I don't know if it was it Sport Pesa, was it Bitka, I don't know. I opened, I deposited 20 bob. I played that thing and I was full of tension. I played until that 10 bob gave me 100 bob. And I would rush and remove the 100 bob. And I was very excited. I was very happy. Yeah, things like those. And it continued. Kaendelea. You know, like when you are experiencing something like this, like you'll be like, hey, this thing is real. And I remember telling myself that, that, like, I'll be putting aside 50 bob every day, and I will be choosing a time when to bet, and I will be gambling with this 50 bob, and when it gives me 200, I leave the site. And now I was just imagining I'm jobless, but I'm getting around 150 per day. And now I came to I don't know, it was my conclusion of my what. I discovered that this thing is doing very well at midnight. So I'll be waking up at midnight, do all these things. Yeah. And life continued. It did not suck at that moment. Everything was normal. Everything was good. Everything felt like perfect. I felt like God has opened a way for me. I felt like I am very lucky in life. Little did I know where I was putting myself into. I didn't know. I didn't know. Then, yeah, life continued. Then it came to a point where I started gambling with every amount I have. Like, if I get 10 bob, I deposit, I gamble. And it happened like this. There is this day I deposited 90 bob. I deposited 90 bob and I gambled from 90 bob. The money became 200. The money became 500. The money became 1,000. My money went up to 20,000. You can imagine, from 200, not 200, from 90 bob Kenya shillings to 20,000 Kenya shillings. And is this not magic? Is this thing not real? And I was like, see ni Mungu. See, this is God. See what God does. And I remember very well, I withdrew the 20,000. I don't know if I withdrew it all. What did I do? But to be sincerely speaking, what did I do with the money? At the moment, I had no, like, I had not made my hair. My hair just looked shaggy as it is, maybe. My hair just looked like a witchcraft. A witch, like I'm a witch. It just looked very bad. Like how it looks right now. But I know God will give out a way. God will help me. God will give me money to make my hair. But no problem. Like, so I went Nikaenda Tao. Like, I left home. I left from where I stay. Like, Nikaenda mpaka town. I was like, I had this desire of putting on artificial locks. So know that then they were on fire. So I was like, I have money. Why should I not? So I went. I paid almost, I don't know, 5,000. Like I spent 5,000 on hair that day. I spent 5,000. Yeah, did my hair. I looked very, very nice. I was very, very happy. I went, bought some shopping. Like it costed, maybe if it were a lot, it were 3,000. That is a total of 8,000. Let me say I spent like 9,000. Then I had that urge of going back. I was like, oh, if I got this money, oh, if I go back, I'll be able to win more. I will win more and more and more and more. So what did I do? When I came back to my house, I deposited another, I don't know, 2,000. I started gambling, and you can imagine this 2,000 would give me 5,000. Sick when I withdraw, I would continue playing until the 2,000 is zero. I go back to my account, deposit another money until like that, until all the money I was left with, it became zero. I had nothing. Like, let's say nilitoka salon hapo maybe kitu saa moja usiku, si ndio? And I came, cooked supper, started gambling again, and around saa tatu saa nne I had nothing. So it started hitting me bad. Like, how is it possible? I had 20,000. Now I've just spent like 9,000, and where's the rest of the money? Pesa imeenda wapi? Nimepeleka the rest of the money wapi? And I was like, wow, where will I get another money so that I can gamble again and maybe recover what I've lost? And I was trying to convince myself that, you remember, Carol, the 20,000 you got it from only 90 bob. So even if you get 100 bob and deposit that 90 bob and start from there again, and you make sure that you are keen, you are going to get your money back. My guys, my guys. I just waited until it's the following day. Yeah, and I called my mother and told her I have no food, so send me something. I don't know, she sent me 500 shillings. Guess what? The 500 shillings that I was given, what did I do? Did I buy food? Whoa! What did I do? I just went, sat down, and did the same thing until I realized I'm at zero. Now guess what? This thing is now turning from fun to addiction. I didn't learn that moment that it's becoming an addiction. I just saw like a normal thing. Nobody knew. Even the person who we started gambling with, they stopped gambling long time ago. Kutoka like, I guess it was the third day they deposited they deposited sijui, I don't know, 900, and it got lost, and they decided to quit. But who am I? I have already seen 20,000. Why should I quit? And I know this thing is full of advantages, and I know I can get a large amount of money from this thing. Now who are you to tell me to quit? Like, at that moment, I wasn't hiding. Like, it was too normal. And I would even incite my friends, like this thing is good. Yes, I know how to play it, like I've ever won. Yeah, at that moment, that is just a brief start of how it started. That is just a very, very brief starting point of how it started. Yeah. Let me go back to another business, and let's talk of what is gambling addiction. To me, I consider this gambling addiction like it's an urge to keep on gambling, 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 doing nothing else. How do someone discover that they are addicted? How do they discover that they are addicted? I don't know. Maybe we shall figure out later. But let's talk about life of somebody who is a gambling addict. Like, out of my experience, let me tell you how maybe mine worked. I don't know if for anybody else it's usually like that, but let me talk of my parts of how I would view things. Like, as a recovering gambling addict, mine used to happen this way. Anytime 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 I let me say, anytime somebody told me I'm going to send you 50 bob, 100 bob, or anything, I will just be like, when is this person going to send me that money? Even if it's my mother who have said that I'm going to send you 100 bob so that you can buy supper or lunch, I was like, when will this person send me that money? And I would become tensed. Have you ever been tensed? I don't know. Out of curiosity, I'm tensed. Like, I would be like, if I'm sent this money, should I gamble, then remove certain amount, or should I not, because maybe it will be taken all of it? Like, I would argue with myself. I would argue with myself first. That is the thing. That I've not gotten the money at that moment when I'm arguing with myself. I would argue with myself, even come to a conclusion and say, no, this money is supposed to buy food or to buy something or to do something. I won't do it. But like, how do I explain? How do I tell you? Like, I had that urge of, like, I want to get it and see what I will do with the money. So immediately then I would see that M-Pesa message pop into my phone. Guess what I would do? Just guess. Imagine I would pick my phone, even without thinking. I don't know, at that moment, like, akili yangu ni kama ilikuwa imebebwa. Like, I'm not hadi sifikirii nyuma, like I'm not seeing, like, hadi siwezi, I don't know what to say. Like, I would just, even without doing anything else, even without confirming the amount of money that I've been sent, I will pick the phone, log in into my betting account, and I would automatically deposit. When I've deposited, that's when, like, I'll act like I'm sober. Hiyo ndio time yenyewe ningefeel ni kama, yeah, like, I'm sober. I'm starting to, like, like, sasa sijui, I don't know how to put it, but that time I would feel like, yes, I'm good. I would rush, go to casino, to that casino thing. I would open my aviator game. I'll go there. I would bet, win, withdraw, continue betting. The money that has been left in the betting side get finished. I go back again, I deposit, I bet, until I realized that I have no money left. That when I will leave that betting site. Until I've realized that I have no money left. That when I will realize and I will start asking myself, like, why would I not think that mbona singejiambia hapo before, like I should not have bet, I should not have gambled with that money. See, now I don't have food, I won't eat. Like, guess what? After that, what next? What would happen next? Guess what would happen next? You think I would sit down and start crying? No, I would look for a way to get another amount of money, even if it's 100 bob, even if it's 50 bob. I would pick up my phone, call my friends, call my relatives, and request for money. Do you think I'm requesting for money so that I can buy food because the money was given for food? I already lost it. No, you're very wrong, my dear. I don't know. I don't know how gambling addicts always think. I don't know what usually be going through their mind. Because even if I've lost 1,000 and I get only 200 shillings from another person, I would go back to that betting site, trying to I will go trying to, like, I'm trying to recover what I already lost. Yeah. And according to my research, like, I've come to know that, well, this thing of gambling, it's surely like, it's inakwanga hivi. It's always like, you win, you want more. Like, the moment you win, you want more. The moment you lose, the moment you win, you want more. And in the process of wanting more, you lose everything. Then, the moment you lose, you want what you've lost back. Like, you want to recover what you've lost. But guess what? Muindi sio wenu. Muindi is on a business. Like, the house will always win. That's the fact. The house will always win. The house will always win. That's the thing that I've discovered while doing my research. While I was trying to figure out how does this thing go about. Yeah, things like those. Yeah.